Well, good morning, everybody. Thought I would introduce our newest project to the hangar here. It's a beautiful old 1942 GMC, and it's actually built in 1942. I ran the numbers and found out that it was one of about 850 that was built in 1942 before the production turned over to the War Department, and all of the manufacturers started cranking out war machines. So pretty rare old bird, and overall in pretty good shape. We picked this up last week Friday from a friend of a friend who had been restoring it, and so I'll do a quick walk around and let y'all take a quick peek at it. I don't think it's spent its whole life here in Arizona because there are some rust spots on it, and I see a 1942 Kansas license plate on there, and that may or may not be original, but it's hard to say. And so the restoration work has already been started on the cab. You can see a lot of primer work and Bondo and so forth. And the hood, I wish the rest of the body looked the same. I love this patina and the rust look, but this is what it is. As we move backwards, back towards the back of the truck, you can see the running boards are in great shape. They're really solid, so I could stand on them real easy. However, the bed of the truck is another story. Might be able to salvage some pieces to it. I love the colors and the look, but as we get closer to the fender, you can see that there has been a ton of work done on it. It's got a big old skim coat of Bondo and so forth on it. Lots of welds to keep it solid. As we move to the back here, let me get in this shape. You can see this area here is in really bad shape. And as we get even farther back, it's even in worse shape. So I would imagine this is probably one of the areas that are susceptible to damage over the years. So we're probably going to have to get some new fenders. We'll see. The other side is actually in worse shape. But the actual bed of itself isn't in too bad a shape. I've got a lot of extra parts and things I'm going to sort through today. Throw away the ones we don't need and the ones that don't belong on the truck. But overall, really pleased with the starting position of this truck. Let me get down to this fender here real quick, and you can see lots of damage. You can see daylight through it and everything. So more than likely we're going to have to change these fenders, and aftermarket fenders are about $1,000 each, unless you go to fiberglass where they're about $400 each. So we'll have to weigh the cost to the benefit. So, but lots of nice parts in here. Few grill pieces, fan, horn, the crank for the windshield. I noticed that there's a lot of bird poop in here, in the back here. So I would imagine there was a lot of nests, bird nests, above where the truck was sitting. Inside the shed there, and inside this box, as you can see here, more than likely there was a couple little field mice, and hopefully no pack rats. But I didn't see any pack rat evidence anywhere, at least not yet, and hopefully they jumped off on the ride home on the back of the trailer. But let me show you inside real quick. Mostly all original. The dash gauges and so forth have been rebuilt, but we're missing the original seat, and this seat is out of I think a Chevy Blazer, the back seat of a Chevy Blazer, and so we're gonna have to do some hunting to try to find the correct seat. But anyway, let me move over here to the engine. I pull this hood open, or half the hood. Hood works pretty good. Let her drop, which I shouldn't have done. Looks like everything is pretty original in here as far as I can tell. I think the motor has been rebuilt, and so I'm not sure exactly if it is the correct engine. But I do know that based on, for instance, the voltage regulator here and some of the other components that I've seen, for instance, the headlights, the numbers on them indicate that this car or this truck has been converted to 12 volt, which is okay, and we'll deal with it. This is definitely not original. The fan on there, the original ones just had a small little blower fan. But we'll leave that on there for now, at least. So the goal right now is to get it running and stopping. Hasn't been run in over a year or so, I don't think. And the brake pedal goes right to the floor. So I'll have to deal with that. Probably the master cylinder's either all drained and so there's a leak somewhere, or there's other issues. But anyway, so I thought y'all would like to see this project, and we'll be moving forward here real soon. Thanks.